What's up, y'all? Good morning again. Let's try this one more time. Got a curry? Let's do it. I'll check in with you in a few minutes when I get there. Smack that like if you're in here, please. And good morning, everybody. What's up, traveler? The stream won't fail. I'll check in with you guys in a few when I get there. I'm almost about 9 minutes away. Let me get there and I'll have a few minutes before I can pick up so we can chat. In the meantime, smack that like, everybody. Somebody threw a ton of trash at the medium there. Well, be there in a few minutes, guys. If you're watching, please smash that like. Let's get some action, and we'll chat when I get there. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Traveler? What's up, Joe? What's up, Kevin Hawthorne? What's up, William? And what's up, Cray Cray? How you doing? Cray Cray. Stupid phone holder. Stupid train tracks. Just kidding. Wondering what this place is. I've been here many times. I knew like I'd been in this area. Is this good again? Let's see here, guys. First of all, I had a little issue with the damn phone. Let's get that stupid phone holder back on there. Oh yeah, I'm getting that money. What's up, Digi Nomad? What's up, Tanya? Hey, BGs. And everybody else. I already said hi to you, but what you doing? I'm gonna go inside here. I'm gonna see if I can pick this up. I'm 8 minutes early, but it's always worth looking, right? Maybe I'll bring you guys with me. It's hard for me to juggle sometimes, but I don't think it's a big item pickup. So we'll see. But y'all come along for the journey. Let's do this. Let's go see the warehouse.
Charging cable disconnected. Recording will stop after 10 minutes.
Locked. Maybe they really meant 7:30. Let's see if this is open. Nobody in there. You know, I don't like hanging out in a business where nobody's in there. The doors are all unlocked. Hey, Ellen, what's up? Joe, Florida. What's up, Michigan? Jobby Nooner. I'm waiting for this place to open. I don't know what's up. I need to see if I can put in a... It's really weird. Why would 7:30 be an open time? Let me, I'm picking up, but I've been to this place before. I feel like I've been here at 7 a.m. or even earlier. There's no hours. As you guys can see, I'm in a big warehouse area. I mean, this is a lot of times where I am. But there's no hours on this one. I've been to this place before. But I feel like I've been here early, but maybe not. Now I'm wondering if they got the time wrong and if it's not till 8. I don't know. It would just be strange to me if 7:30 is the time this door will unlock. I mean, could happen, but most of the places I know open on the hour in the morning. It's like they open at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a store. It's a B2B shipper. I don't want to say their name because I don't want to get anybody in trouble here. Which water park you going to, Joe? Which side are you on? Peace. Have fun, bro. That was weird. Somebody did just walk in. Orlando. Okay. Go all the way down to Florida. You can't even go, well, you got the Great Lakes, but can't even go to the water, huh? Orlando. Are you going to the big water park? There's a monster one right there. We do all the lasers at Disney, so I've been up there hundreds of times. We don't do the water park though. I can't think of its name, but I've gone on days off on dark days before. Aquatica, okay. But it's like is that the one that's like the whole day thing? I mean, it's like, you can do all you pick what you're gonna knock out that day. But for those that don't know, in the Orlando Walt Disney Village world, there's like, you go to each thing like one a day, and there's like 8 different things to do. There's like 8 different parks you got to choose from. Yeah, okay. That one's got some monster water slides. They're fun. Why the hell isn't this place open? Later, Joe. Have a good one. I'm gonna go break in again. Boop. Kind of spooky. Hello. Billy. Billy. Like that. Billy! Well, in 1 minute, the door should be open. Nope. Hey, boss, you know what time the delivery opens?
The open is 7:30, but if you need to get there,
Well, I have a pickup.
let me grab some things so that you're not.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I was just wondering if you knew, because I have a 7:30 pickup.
Usually around 7:30, but let me see if somebody's back there and bring them out.
Okay, no worries. Oh, it just opened. Never mind. Right on 7:30. What's up, boss?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, man. Where's your bill?
It is F112
F112
7947.
7947.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Huh? I know. Well, I was just saying the same thing. I'm like, nothing opens on the half hour.
I know, I got here this afternoon.
Oh, you did? You've been here for a half
I've
hour?
been sitting there for a while. I was gonna tell you, don't bother opening the door.
Well, did you see me walk in? It was pitch black. There was nobody in there. But I've been here before, though. Good morning. That's it.
That's it.
They put 1 point, like a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot 50-pound box. It's like a half a pound.
Yeah. Anyway, on the bottom side.
I'll put with curry too.
Thank you.
And then this one. Okay, thank you. That was weird. I didn't even see that guy's truck because it's white and it blended in with the wall. I wasn't paying attention, but I guess he had been sitting there in their loading bay since 7. And if you guys didn't hear, he said the same thing I said. He said that's weird that they would open on the half hour. But this is supposed to be a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot box that weighs 50 pounds. And this is it. Weighs, I don't know, 2 pounds? You take these pictures, we'll get on the way. Okay. This will be my second curry today, and I also got in an extremely early morning Metrobi, and I was doing a live stream actually, but it died off. So let's see. I think it's gonna be about a half hour to get there, and then afterwards I might even have to get gas on the way, but then I want to stop and chat with all you guys. So questions, comments, concerns, anything, put them in there. I cannot have anything on the radio because that'll screw my stuff up. There we go.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Why? Smack that like, you guys. Let's get some action in here. Smack that like. I have more people in the what was it? The 4:50 a.m. live stream for Metrobi. I hate this phone holder. I really gotta get a new one. It's happening all the time. Alright guys, there's 9 people in here. Smack that like. Let's go. Let's make some money. Curry number 2 and 1 Metrobi that was way too early. Even for me that was way too early. I mean, I was just starting to get up for the curries, but I have a method about me. And you know, I gotta take a little time, have my couple cups of coffee. Even though it's that early, I get get up a little even earlier now that I'm used to it. So I really leave the house and, I'm awake, and I just kind of faded. Like being driving around and like still waking up. So, but then as I got up this morning, like it was like a hot shot from Metrobi. It was right then too. So that's extremely weird. Because the Metrobi alert came in about 10 minutes before my alarm went off. And I already woke up. I was kind of laying in bed, just relaxing, realizing I had to get up. That was a good run. For those of you not on Metrobi, check it out. Metrobi.com. You can also go to the App Store and download it. But you can go to Metrobi.com and you can see locations. You can see what states they're in already. Last I checked, I think it was like 13, maybe 15, maybe. And it's like double. I've had the CEO on the podcast before for Metrobi, and that was last year. And when he was putting out the timeline, by now we should be at like 5-10 cities. So unlike some companies that don't launch quick enough, he got there into more cities and markets than he thought he would by this time. So that's impressive. Oh, you're still on the waiting list. Yeah, I mean, at least, you know what, Traveler, though, at least you got on pretty damn early. I was leaking Metrobi to people before. Like, there's not a buzz about Metrobi yet. Not really. I mean, soon it will be another, especially at the rate they're growing states, soon it will be another player, and the waiting list will be a year long in every market and like everything. So I think that you're like way ahead of the game. If anything, maybe they don't, even though they're in New York, maybe they don't have Syracuse clients yet. But again, the rate they're growing. And just so you guys know, like I can't, obviously you guys can go do your own information, so I'm not keeping it from you, but you can do some deep dives to see what customers work with these companies. Sometimes you'll see a customer works with all the companies, but it kind of, for me anyway, when I do those deep dives, I do find out like, oh, Metrobi has this, oh, this, lots of nationwide ones and things, and it makes me realize, okay, well, dude, they're going to grow. It's when a company says we'll be in 20 states in 5 months, and they have like one local client in one state. Like, and then I know, okay, well, maybe, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't see the trajectory yet. But some of the companies, you can just research it on the internet. Also, you can go to uberlyftdrivers.com. And you can, that's my website, and you can find articles that I put out there on these companies. You can do a search on there. I've been posting on that website now since March of 2017, and I've never missed a day's post, even if it's just aggregated news. Like, some days it might be a YouTube video that I'm sharing with the website, it might be usually gated stories, and then there was a time I was writing most of them during the heavy part of the pandemic, but I'm going back to writing some of those myself, so you guys can find like some of the things I do find on Metrobi and what I learned, because on there it's not the same as on YouTube. I'm sharing information that I found, and it can't get me in trouble because I'm just sharing it. There's nothing wrong. You can go find it yourself. Just save me the headache. You can also, and I should take this plug, I should use this plug. You can also do, you can go to ridesharerodeo.com, which is the podcast. That way you don't ever, if you're like, I don't use pod players, even Spotify or Pandora or Amazon Music or any of those, for music reasons, even if you don't, you can always go to ridesharerodeo.com and play the podcasts right from the site, as well as in the menu. The second option in the menu is gig worker news, and that will take you to uberlyftdrivers.com, which is the news website. So, I saw something messed up about your market. I mean, not overall. I mean, just that recently happened. It's just news I don't report on often. But you know, I don't like. I used to talk about it a little bit more, and every once in a while I do. You know, if something really stands out, it's because it happens so often in the news. I don't talk about like drivers attacked or passengers attacked or you know the fatalities involved. Hopefully Torsten is keeping the database that I hope he is, because he has, you know, quite the list of a lot of these that have happened. I'm not sure how far back he would have them, like, even though he's been doing it for a long, long time. Hopefully, again, I need to reach out to him about that, because hopefully, because I don't know who else is keeping a public database about that stuff, and it should be public. But I was reading a weird story about, I think it was Syracuse, and a rideshare driver, perhaps a young child. I don't know, if that's not ringing a bell, I'm not going to go any farther, because I really don't remember the outcome of it. I don't remember if they caught the person or what. Kind of remember the story, but if it wasn't Syracuse, no reason to talk about it. I was just wondering if you knew anything about it. I think it was a rideshare driver. As soon as I get there, guys, I will stop and read the chat. I really can't see the sun and everything. It's small text. And the way it lays
We are
out.
audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
But I will jam some tunes. And a thing or two. I think I saw Outsider saying he's coming up this way. And if I saw it right, Lakewood, yeah, Lakewood's cool. I like anything on the mountain side of Denver. I'm a fan of Golden. I'm a fan of Lakewood. I'm a fan of Arvada. And then if you go down south, you get the more rich areas. So it's kind of, I mean, like beyond rich. Like nothing is shy of you know, a few $1 million down there in like South Littleton, where a lot of stuff is available. But Lakewood, Golden, Arvada, that's like kind of that's actually a lot of my friends and stuff. That's where they are. So. And Lakewood is also you back right up to Dinosaur Ridge, and on the other side of Dinosaur Ridge is the one and only infamous Red Rocks Amphitheater. Phone holder for the car coming today, dude. I'm sick of this thing. up, Derek? How you doing? Oh yeah, man. I don't know what you're up here for when you come up, but yeah, if you ever want, man, let me know. I'd meet you in Golden somewhere. If you there's a couple of great places in Golden, right next to Lakewood. But I'd meet up with you for whatever. Even in Lakewood, I got friends in Lakewood too. I don't know what everybody else is doing today, Ellen. I am going to be working 2 curries. I got Metrobi in this morning. This is my second curry. Hopefully get a third. And then I got a little computer work to do. And then I'm supposed to be running wires or cables today at a venue downtown. All new cables, all new wiring. Oh no, we got a clown in here. If anybody feels that if you're clowning around, bro, you're gonna get booted. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna be me. I don't do it, but somebody will. Hey, by the way, guys, smack that like if you're. Oh, see, Derek just deleted you. 86,000 seconds. Damn. That's what you get, man. You blocked him. Derek deleted him. I see the message deleted by Derek. Oh, message deleted by Ellen. Did he make a second one or something? You guys both timed him out for 86 putting out for 172,000 seconds. How's that work? I know. Oh, I know, dude. In fact, I'm gonna stop even saying it because I know that we're all familiar with the fact that these vertical lives go into the short stream too. But again, if there was a way to turn it off, I'm not even sure it would, because sometimes people do pop in here that are totally nice, and maybe they even just stumbled onto this. It's not, but they're cool people. So yeah, I mean, it should be open to all, but it's just can't be an ass in here. Just don't be an ass. Pretty easy. This is a low leads trap connector. It's like a garden hose connector.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Lakewood touches Denver, so I mean you can be in downtown Denver from Lakewood in 10 minutes. So anything in Denver, really. What do I think about gig tubers getting deactivated in DoorDash? I've been saying for over a year now that I think that DoorDash is going to have a massive onslaught of deactivations. I don't think it's about gig tubers. I think that honestly, I think it's about like I said a year ago. I think that DoorDash has 4 to 6 times as many drivers as like even Uber or whatever, any other U.S. platform. Now we're just talking about United States, but in the United States, DoorDash has 5-6 times, and at times has even had more. So when you have a lowering demand, supply and demand, you're supposed to increase you're supposed to increase the drivers as the supply goes up for the demand. Unfortunately, the pandemic threw it way off kilter, and then DoorDash has just let everybody on and opened up the floodgates. And now with all the Facebook accounts and illegal accounts and everything, I honestly think that, and the biggest part being the legislation, because all the apps are getting in trouble for, like, kind of like a questioning of, like Marsha Blackburn, one of the senators from down south who's pushing the RICO case on Uber, who wants all the migrants off the accounts, or off the platforms. She's got a huge line of questioning that I already saw all the verbiage for, and she wants to know why they need. She had some number. I'm not sure, because I know when Tony Hsu was on the Rideshare guy, he said that they had whatever 13 million dashers in the United States. I think he meant that they've had 13 million. Or at least maybe those are active accounts, but my guess is like half of them haven't been used in over a year or something. But my point is the fact that he even threw that number out there, because when you think about that number, it's pretty ridiculous. Independent contractors, W-2 employees, everything. There's 184 million people in the United States who work, period. Part-time, full-time, W-2, independent contractor, whatever. There's 184 million that work, and 13 million people work for DoorDash. Come on. But some of this Senate line of questioning that's coming to DoorDash is a lot rougher than it is on the other apps, because they know DoorDash have been pushing everything. And I keep talking about this. I'm like, a lot of the apps need to just tweak out some things and work with these people a little bit. DoorDash is so far in the hole, I don't even know how they'd get out of it. So I feel like we're in like this perfect storm, right? Because it's summertime, and people say summer slowdown. I don't believe in that fully. I think the slowdown is the economy. I think the slowdown is, like uncertainty about the economy coming back, and when it'll be. I think it's the raising of these prices. People were saying like tip fatigue for a while, but I don't even think it's tip fatigue. I think it's app fatigue, especially with the delivery apps. I think people that are, for rideshare, they might need a ride. That's different, but you don't need delivery in like 99% of the cases. 99.9% of delivery orders don't need to happen. There might be those few people who actually do need it delivered, but I would guess that's a very small amount who need delivery, must have it. So I think that's just kind of died off too, and it's just very expensive to use them. And it's kind of like rideshare too, where when it started, it was people making good money, so they were putting in the extra service, keeping the cars clean, even though it's just food delivery. It looks pretty bad when you deliver and your car is destroyed and it's dirty, and if somebody's looking out their window, even if they said leave a door, like, I don't know. I'm in a t-shirt, but I present myself well. I take a shower every day. I don't know. I think that this is what happened with rideshare too, is the same thing. It's like as they dropped the prices, the quality of the drivers that you got was less. But right now it's a perfect storm, like I said. It's summertime, so the order volume's down. There's legislation going on left and right. In fact, we're gonna get into Pennsylvania here, because what they're trying to pass is pretty damn strict, and we're gonna get into that a little bit, because theirs is actually a really strict one. So there's all these states pushing legislation. It's summertime. We have a presidential vote in November. We have 2-year state voting that will also be happening. So there's a lot of seats changing. So getting legislation in place now is going to be kicked through quickly, because if things were to change, you want to get that legislation in before you leave office. So that's why we're seeing it just being kicked around and done so quickly, and what I call inefficiently, because they don't have the right data to be doing what they're doing. They might have a hold of it, but they're not using it correctly to come up with the answers they're coming up with. But I think that behind the scenes, I think that DoorDash is basically just eliminating a lot of people. I'm not really sure it's content creators. I think it's kind of, sadly, if you want to know, if you really want to know what I think that about that is that I think that what they're doing is they never have, so it shouldn't be a surprise. But even back to my para days, when we were doing all that investigation into them big time, spending lots of time looking into them, they don't like veteran drivers. So, you know, it shouldn't shock anybody that they're deactivating people, because they don't, when they see that you have over 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. Marco Nova Dasher was at 22,000 when he got deactivated. He fought it for 5-6 weeks, and then just kind of stopped and was like, well, that sucks, you know, because he was getting no answers, getting nowhere. And another 5 or 6 weeks later, he was just brought back onto the platform. So I feel like sometimes what they do is they deactivate people who are veterans. They let them go through all the appeals process, but I don't feel like they're fully deactivated, because like Marco's proof of it. It's like he was. They're like, you're done, you're done. Open the app, deactivate it. Wasn't getting any replies other than robo replies for the appeals, and he was pushing it pretty good, trying to get answers. But I feel like they put him into this basket of, okay, this guy's a veteran driver who does really good for us, but they realized that they're just onboarding way too many people. Now there's legislation getting them in trouble, so it's a little even more different. But I feel like some of these veteran drivers, they're just putting them in this soft deactivation. Whether they come back or not, I feel like at some point they might bring that person back. Like just after the person fights tooth and nail about the appeal and goes, screw it, I'm not going to win, and they keep saying I'm deactivated and there's no way around it. I feel like it's once you go quiet, and it doesn't have anything to do with being quiet. It's just like, you're not going to get it from making noise, which is kind of ridiculous. You can't get those answers, but I feel like they could just randomly bring you back at any time. And if you've moved on to something, let's say you moved on to a W-2 or you opened a business of your own, they're just like, okay, but at least they've let you know you're back on. And maybe after, maybe again, these are all tactics based on how humans act, like work with this. So, these mind games and stuff, part of it might be this, these people are getting burnt out. We can tell, but they're great drivers, but they're getting burnt out. Okay, deactivate them, and then, maybe down the road we'll bring them back on. And I don't even think even they know, but they know they have this arsenal of people who, I hate to say it, but maybe even shouldn't have been deactivated. I know that a couple of the creators who were deactivated, I know that both of them have reason to believe that something they did led to the deactivation. So, that's a little different too. If you think you did something that led to a deactivation, well then you're probably right. Like if you get deactivated and you're like, oh man, it was that one thing, I know it. I feel like you're probably right, man. It probably is that. But I think that you're gonna. I'm more when you asked about the creators, I'm more concerned about just all of Dashers, because I feel like there's going to be like a slaughter of DoorDashers over the between now and November. I feel like the littlest thing might get you deactivated. I feel like they're going to make scheduling harder. I feel like if you're not in that, you better do every offer we give you and stay at 100%. I feel like you're not, even then, how protected are you? But I feel like you're not protected. At this point, I don't think you get the best offers. I don't think that a Dash Now feature, and I think they're screwing around with the law too much, to be honest. I said it in the podcast yesterday, and I went into detail how they're breaking laws. And I stand by that because it's correct. But I think there's going to be like I think literally, I don't know how many Dashers are currently active in the country. We've had a bunch of different numbers. But I would also like to know how many of the active DoorDash accounts are active. And by that I mean, like, I could turn my DoorDash off right now, not use it for a year, and then turn it back on and be able to use it again. You know, so I mean, during that year, do they count me as active? So I guess what active would mean to me, like, has the app been used within the last 2 weeks, something like that? Has it been used in the last 2 weeks? And make those the drivers that you're calling active when giving out a public number. But again, they don't even want to give out that public number. I think that public is very high, and I think that they're trying to figure out who is actually active, because it makes a lot more sense. Like if I'm that person who is who is not active for a year, they're smarter to keep me on and deactivate a veteran. And I know that sounds stupid to a lot of you, but the veterans have gotten kind of frustrated, right? Because they've just seen prices decrease. And I think that they like it when veterans take a break. And if they need to force that break, I think they will. Because they also like to make room for the newbies who will take the horrible offers. So, you know, DoorDash isn't stupid, don't get me wrong. They know that at every restaurant there's a gathering of DoorDashers. They know that veteran DoorDashers and a newbie might ask a question. Veteran DoorDashers usually going to be pretty honest with that person, and, you know, depending on how far down a rabbit hole that person's questions go and how willing the dasher is to a veteran dasher to give the real lowdown. I mean, they don't want that. They don't want you scaring the newbies, because they figure the newbies are going to quit anyway. But they need people to take low pay offers, and it's becoming harder and harder. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I can tell you for a fact, I think we all know this. If you're not a top dasher, if you're like me, to schedule a dash is ridiculous. Like I have to look 4 or 5 days out for a 2-hour block at best. So when I'm doing it just to take a few orders, and also also to, you know, just kind of keep my account active, but also to see if it produces more shifts. And it was for a minute. Now it's back down to really hard to schedule. So yeah, I remember that about your dad too, Ellen, is that I remember when that happened, actually, that he was like deactivated. I think he went through the process of appeals, and again, like it's always the story. The appeals process always does nothing. You spend weeks on it. You're trying to get to a human. Sometimes you do get to a human, and you think, oh my God, thank God, maybe I'm gonna get some help here. And really, the human ends up sending you back after a few days of maybe communicating. They end up sending you back to the robo replies, and that you're just still deactivated. I feel like it's not till you just stop asking that they go, oh, you know what? You're back on. And I think they just kind of like sprinkle the veterans back in as they need good drivers in an area, because every area is way too oversaturated, and if you have nothing but horrible drivers, people are going to notice that. Like I said, I know it's not Rideshare. I know that not everybody's getting into these cars, but people notice. I talk to people who use the services some, and they've noticed the decline in who's bringing their food. And by that I mean, like, you don't have to have a nice car. I mean, you can have a piece of crap, but do you clean it? Are you clean? I think people notice that stuff more than people think. I think it matters to them a lot. I mean, it should, you know. Like I was in the restaurant bar industry for decades, and if you don't shower, you're not clean. People don't want to touching their food or their drinks, and you know, it's just service industry people are judged. And I hate to say that, but it's true. You know, if people are going out and spending money, they want cleanliness, and they want to see that the silverware is washed. Same thing with their server, their bartender. That's some fucking funk right there. What's going on? There's a lot of traffic for where I am. Yo, what's up, the good Tony? What's up, brother?
obviously Eric Bloom on trumpet, everybody. Give it up.